Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Crush It in Sales podcast. Wow, it's been a week, and if you listen to the Good Karma Success Coach podcast, I share a lot this week on that podcast. I really hope that you listen to it because there might be a little bit of synergy or overlap between the two just because of how I'm feeling, what's coming through me to share, and also the 6-week group coaching program that I'm going to be kicking off on November 30th. And I'm starting it November 30th during the holiday season because I believe, actually I know, that if you are serious about your business, if you want to work on doing a better job building it, leveling up, whatever, you're going to want to start now. You're not going to want to wait to 2022. You are like, let's go. I'm ready to go. And if you are that person, I'm the person for you. We're a great match, right? Energy, it's a match. Because I'm not taking my foot off the gas. Hell no. I love the holidays just as much as everybody else. But I'm still going. And that's what I want to talk about today is understanding some masculine and feminine energy, having a little bit of examples around that, and just really understanding, do what feels good for you. I did a post last week on Facebook and also Instagram. I might share it to LinkedIn as well, where I talk about really owning how you like to work. Because we all work differently, right? And what I get really sick of, I'm going to be really honest here, on social media especially, is when coaches are trying to make you feel bad for working, for posting a lot. Oh, you don't need to post every day if you want to grow your business. All this talk about self-love and self-care. Well, you know what? For me, as a human design generator, self-love is working. I'm really good. I like it. It brings me purpose. I'm happy. I still get 8 hours of sleep. I probably get better sleep than the majority of people. I go for my walk. I lift my arm weights. I meditate several times a day. I talk to my friends and family. I see my friends and family. I do stuff with my husband. I'm pretty damn good. But I figured out what works for me. What works for me. And it's not listening to other people. It's what works for me. So when I started dating my husband, I'll never forget this. My mom would get so pissed that my husband likes to take a nap. And I didn't care. I mean, we didn't meet till we were in our mid-30s. I was used to being by myself, totally used to being by myself, traveling by myself on the weekends. Heck, I lived in New York City, except for my friend Kristen and Melinda, I really was by myself. So for him to take a nap every day for a couple hours so he could regroup and feel good, that was fabulous. I loved it. I'm like, sure, go take a nap. But my mom would be so pissed. I was like, what does it matter? Why do you care? Right? So when I see coaches online with all it's kind of like their opinion. I hate to say judgment because that is a really harsh word, but it is in the same bucket. Telling people that they need to slow down or take a break. Well, if they don't want to, if they're good, if they're in a good place and they're balanced and they know how to manage themselves, then don't, right? That's what being a peak performer is all about, is you know when to take a break or you know how to fix it. And if you don't, then work with a coach to get there, right? But a good coach listens is the key word here, and then helps you design something that feels good for you. So in this program that I'm launching on the 30th, it's all going to be coming up with a strategy and a plan to build sales in your business that feels good for you, that works with your life, and how you run your day. Yeah, run your day, how you run your day. Because we all run our days differently. I had someone recently, I'm trying to think of who it was, and it wasn't meant any harm at all. Like, that's what I mean. People say things and I just think they don't know and they just don't have the awareness. And she said, I think she heard that I get up early. And she goes, oh, is it because you read that book about the 5 a.m. habit? I'm like, what? No, I just get up early. It had nothing to do with the book. And I think I've mentioned this before. So sorry if it's a repeat and you've like, oh, I heard you say this before. Yeah, I have. I'll say it again. Tony Robbins repeats all the time. There you go. All right. Before we get any further into this podcast, I need to share with you my favorite new obsession. And I'm not kidding. It takes a lot for me to really like something. And I love this jewelry line, Ana Luisa Jewelry, ANALUISA. I am still wearing my Wander ring every day. If you listened to last week's podcast, by my new little favorite too. I guess I just keep adding on favorites, right? Whatever. It's me. I love to add on favorites. Is the Donna stud earrings. They're just enough amount of bling that you can wear them every day without feeling like you're overdone. And you can wear them at night. And they're perfect for the holidays. I keep putting them on because they're just like so easy and fun and just the perfect amount of sparkle. So if you've not heard of Ana Luisa Jewelry, please check this jewelry line out. It is sustainable. Prices start at $39. Yep, $39, but it looks like $1 million. And I am really, really fussy. They have new releases every Friday, and each piece comes in a very nice little beauty bag. So you can have this as a gift for a friend or family member or for yourself if you're like me. So check it out. Ana Luisa Jewelry, ANALUISA, and I will put my link in the show notes so you can click on it and you can see what's new and you can see what the special is because they have specials all the time. And right now they are running a special for the holidays. So definitely check it out. It's sustainable. It's sterling silver coated in gold and 14 karat gold. And the collection is timeless. Timeless. Classic, sophisticated, timeless. You can't go wrong. Check it out. So, do what feels good for you. And that's what I really, really desire. That is my intention for people to get out of this program. Is something that works for them. And then they have to do the work. As I said in the Good Karma Success Coach podcast, I'm the coach. I lead you to the water, but you have to drink it, right? That is how it works. If you have another conception about the coaching industry, I don't know, maybe do some homework, talk to some other people, get aligned, because you can't hire a coach and think they're going to do it for you. That doesn't work, right? So you either succeed after working with a coach, or, a lot of people don't go anywhere, just like courses. They buy a course and they don't do it. That's very, very, very common. So you have to do the work, but do what feels good for you. And I've said this for so long. So that's why I'm so excited to launch this program, because it is aligned with that thought process, that belief, that knowing of do what works for you. And that's where you'll see success. That's where you'll see success. But often people get stuck in that word. I'm going to say the word. It's not my favorite word. I don't know why. I just think it's overused. I don't like overused words. Imposter. The imposter syndrome, right? where you're like, who am I? Why do I do this? Who am I to say this? Who am I to do that? Right? It's very common. If that's you, don't beat yourself up. Just work on a strategy that feels good to you so you can own it. So you can own your desires, your business growth, getting to the next level, starting a business. So yesterday I went to the Miami Book Fair. If you've been following me, you know that I was at the Miami Book Fair on Friday, just for one day. You can pay by the day, and I just chose to do one day to see what it was like. And I had this feeling, this intuition hit that, I wasn't going to be selling a ton of books. That wasn't from like a lack mentality or limiting beliefs, as everyone likes to say. No. I just had an intuitional feeling. Like, we have to be trusting ourselves, people. We have to be trusting ourselves. So I was like, no, I checked in. I'm like, it's not a limiting belief. I can sell my books. Like, I'm good. Like, I don't have a lack mentality. Like, I just had this feeling that really wasn't my purpose in going there, right? So I get there and I end up having amazing conversations the whole time there with all the other authors that I ended up meeting. And I wish I could have met more, but the rain really dampened the event and I ended up going home early, as did pretty much everybody. But during the time that I was there and able to speak to other people before the rain kicked in, I just had so much fun sharing business ideas and tips and listening to other authors about their business and their books and their strategy. That lit me up. That was so fun. That was a blast. That's what I love doing. That is what I love doing. I love listening and seeing what other people are doing in their business, what their business ideas are. I'm a builder. That's what I do. And that lit me up. And so when it started to rain, and we all kind of packed up and then we all kind of waited. We're like, is it going to clear? Is it not going to clear? In my heart, in my soul, in my intuition, I knew. I was like, yeah, I think I'm done here today. I think I've done what I came to do. I think my purpose of why I'm here has occurred. I've made some amazing connections with new authors. I've shared from an open place. And if someone wishes to drink the water, they drink the water. If they don't, they don't. It's fine. But I was happy to share and I was in my element and I had a great time. But I had to work through that whole imposter syndrome thing, which I did, I would say a couple years ago, and really come to own that I have a lot of business skills. I have a lot of business skills. So when you start to own that energy, again, I said this kind of is in conjunction with Good Karma Success Coach podcast. So listen to both. You'll get like a different point of view and then you'll be able to merge them together. But when you own that energy of the actual experience that you have, right? So what I talked about with all these people was actual experience, actual things, actual tangible things. And I owned that energy that I have that experience. It was fun. It was easy. It was fun. And that's what all of you have. You have some type of experience, whatever it is, right? You could be a fabulous cook, chef. You could be great with kids. You could be awesome at making jewelry. Like whatever it is, everyone has a gift. Everyone has a gift, or maybe even more, She's actually an illustrator. She came up to my booth and I ended up talking to her. She's an amazing illustrator. I was like really blown away. And she's also going to school to be a psychiatrist. In my opinion, that's two gifts. A right brain gift of being an illustrator and being very talented. She put a book together with her uncle, so I'm giving her a shout out if she's listening to the podcast. And then her left brain gift to be a psychiatrist. Two gifts. And she's embracing her gifts and sharing them with the world. It's amazing. That is so amazing. So I ask you today to think about, what are your gifts? Are you using them? Are you sharing them? Or are you being small with the whole imposter syndrome thing? The overused word. You can laugh or roll your eyes if you agree with me. Because don't. Why? Why waste time? That's a time wasting thing. Everyone talks about collapsing time in the quantum field. Totally get it. I like hearing about that too. Started learning about it years ago. I embrace it. I embody it. All the things, right? It's an ongoing journey. But when you start to embrace those things, your talents and your gifts, then yeah, that will contribute to collapsing time, right? Think about it. But if you continue to play small, if you let another year go by, another year goes by, another month, another day, another week, hence why I'm starting this program on November 30th, right? Let's start now. Yes, you're going to be working towards your transformation so you can collapse time and get to where you wish to go faster. It's just another aspect, but it's a real aspect. And it's an aspect that you can start to do today. You can start to do it today. So join Beyond Basic. Connect with me. If you don't want to be in the Facebook group, you can email me for the link. When I put together the sales page, it starts November 30th. There will be bonuses. There will be coaching. The program will be for a year. It's 6 weeks, so you can get it together. But obviously implementation takes a while. You have to plant the seeds, right? Everyone, let's go back. You have to plant the seeds and you have to water them. The sunshine has to come. You have to take care of them. You have to take out any weeds, all the things. And then you'll start to see it grow. And you'll be so excited and so proud of yourself. And I'll be there to cheer you on. I can't wait. Yay. So connect with me. All the information's in the show notes. Let's get going. Let's crush it in sales.